Is that what they're singing tonight? Hello there, dot, dot, dot. I will have two guests arriving here at about 8:30 this evening for a meeting. All right, we are up. Hey, Brianna, how are you? Good to see you guys. What's happening down in Pleasanton? Man, when I find some time, you know what's going to happen. All right, so it's Tuesday, and Tuesday blessings to you and yours. Hope God's peace is finding you where you are, keeping you where you are, and your family. Well, it's Tuesday, so Tuesdays with Taylor. This is your Tuesday with Taylor, but I want to show you where it started this morning. In my second week at Ed Cody Elementary School. So if you're not familiar, Tuesdays with Taylor is where I go to local elementary schools. I do the weather on their announcements. I answer a question about meteorology submitted by the students, and we have a great time. I mean, it's a lot of fun. And this is about a 7 to 8 week stay at each elementary school. I go every Tuesday now to Ed Cody Elementary, and I'll stay there until that semester ends, and then I'll move on to the next school. And it's been great. I love spending time with the kids, teaching a little bit about the science of meteorology. It all started when my oldest daughter, who's now a teacher, was in first grade, and a librarian said, "Why don't you do the weather on the announcements?" And I said, "That'd be great." She goes, "You should do it on Tuesday, Tuesday with Taylor." And it was born at Elrod Elementary School many years ago. In fact, we're probably coming up close to 20 years. Yeah, because Carissa, yeah. So based on Carissa's age, yeah, it's going to be about 20 years. So anyway, that's this morning. Reading makes the pieces fall into place. I like that phrase. I like that quote. And there's some Cody Colts right there ready for an exciting day of learning. All right, let's take a look at what happened today in San Antonio. One day, yesterday was when we were like 90 for a high, well below seasonal average, about 94. Today we went above average and we hit 97. 101 San Marcos, 100 at Cotulla, 99 at Gonzales and New Braunfels. So here's what our 97 looked like on the almanac. Pretty picture at sunset over San Antonio International. 4 above average and only, 7 away from the 2000 record of 104. So we're still stuck. We're at 19 triple-digit days for 2025. Compare it to 3 years ago, 58. 2 years ago, 75. We'll take 19, right? We'll take 19 any day, any summer. Oh, I went too fast there. Let's get back to the radar. Show you what happened today. Storms that did materialize were in deep South Texas, as in the RGV. That's where the rain was falling today, from Laredo down to McAllen, Brownsville, but mostly Mexico. Didn't really move too much farther east towards South Padre. But you see where the rain was falling and was really stuck. And I'll tell you, that's where the rain will be, if anywhere. We're going to be rain-free for the next few days. We're going to get hot. So the days will start cloudy, but then the sun comes out and the heat is on. So we're looking at upper 90s not only tomorrow, but Thursday as well. So what you have to keep in mind is where the heat index is going to go. That's going to go 100 plus. Hey, Kyler. Hi, Marcy. So please make sure you're hydrating, at least 99. I think we could go 101 or 102 tomorrow, 102 to 103 on Thursday. I think the model's just being a little on the conservative side. Going to get another flood this weekend. Well, I hope not, Kyler, but it does look like we're going to have heavy rain in the forecast. Hello, Matilda. Good to see you. So here's what's happening. There's a tropical storm named Lorena that's in the eastern Pacific. And the storm is expected to move up the west coast of Mexico into the Baja and take a right turn as a tropical storm. Send a huge plume of moisture across Mexico on top of Texas, and that's going to spell out a good chance to even almost guaranteed opportunity for rain. And that's going to probably, more than likely right now, it's looking like Sunday, Monday time frame, maybe into Tuesday of next week. So it'll be several days because the atmosphere is very dry. Take a look at the precipitable water. It's low when you see the blues. So look at the big plume of moisture that shows up as we get into the weekend and next week. And again, it's all because of Tropical Storm Lorena. Gulf is quiet, but then you get to the eastern Pacific and you see the storm just kind of meandering across the very slow moving across the coast of Mexico on its way to the Baja. On a little early, Marcy. Yeah, I've got a meeting at 8:30 this evening, so I said, let's do this a little sooner than later. So yeah, with it moving up the coast, it takes a good right turn, and that's what's going to push all the moisture into South Texas. Now, while we're here, let's head over to the Atlantic, show you that the Caribbean is quiet. And we've got a storm that's brewing in the East Atlantic. It's going to be several days, but a 70% chance this becomes Gabrielle. That's the next name on the list. So 70 is high. Why didn't I change that? I need to change that, and I will. We had Fernand was a tropical storm. Erin was a Category 5 hurricane, incredible intensification. In fact, could be the record for the fastest intensification before September 1. In Atlantic Basin history, because it went from a Category 1 to a Category 5 in less than 24 hours. It was phenomenal. All right, let's go ahead and change this so I don't forget later. We are at high chance. All right, just that easy. So you can see the early steering currents take that storm north of the Caribbean. I know we just lost it there, but let's pull that back for you just so you see it before we go here to the 14-day. Excuse me. Thunderstorms in the Gulf, but nothing to really speak of. Yeah, right, Norma? I hear that. Hi, Anastasia. It might be possible, Kyler. We do have heavy rain in the forecast, and whenever it's tropical in nature, it can lead to flooding. So we'll know a lot more as we get closer for sure. Here's the 14-day forecast, where the next few days the heat is on. So please pay attention to what you're wearing. It's loose fitting, it's light colored if you're going to be outdoors. Make sure you're hydrated. A glass of water should be one of the first things you drink in the morning. Electrolytes be a good move. And you can see highs will be near 100, I think even tomorrow. but definitely Thursday and Friday both could be triple-digit days. Then a few degrees down as the clouds increase, the humidity increases, the tropical rains could begin as early as Sunday, but even into Monday for sure. Jeffrey Johnsey, what's going on, my man? Thank you very much. My pleasure. My honor. God's glory. How you been, man? I miss you, bro. Jeff Johnsey, a former Kenzer. Always, Kyler. We got to stay prepared. Move to higher ground. Always. So you see the, again, best rain chance right now, Sunday, Monday. Timing is going to be adjustable. It's only Tuesday. We'll start getting into some high-res data by Thursday on the Sunday, Monday forecast, so we can get more of an hour by hour. You know, Saturday, that 20% might be a little high, actually. It might be a completely dry day for sure, but we could see isolated showers as early as Saturday, as of now. Again, all subject to change as it is a fluid situation, quite literally. So we will keep an eye on things for you on this changing forecast. But definitely looking at pretty good rain chances heading into the weekend. Yes, Kyler, good advice. Drink plenty of water, stay hydrated in this heat. That's going to wrap things up from here. David, if you could take us down, David. Hello, David. David can't hear me. He's like literally right there. But he's working hard. Hard-working member of our digital team, our digital ninja, David Lynch. David Lynch. All done.